Okay, so today is, what day is today? Sunday, December 22nd, and it is 4:12 p.m. US Eastern Time. So today actually I've been doing so many different things, and I kept thinking to make the video, and then just one thing after another, I didn't get a chance. But then again, going with my consistency rule, even if it's not a long video, I try to make sure I make one. It is not necessarily to push myself or anything. What I figured is that helps with in other areas of my life too. It's kind of they talk about this consistency thing a lot in many different videos, but I did not realize the importance of it until I started doing it anyway. So that's why, because some of you, as you come and watch my videos, and thank you so much, I can't thank you guys enough. You may think that if I have too many things going, why am I making these videos every day? But that is also to push myself in a good way, because it is helping me with my mindset and whatnot, and it is helping me to be consistent in other areas. So as far as the daily journaling goes, usually I kind of refer them as daily when I don't make them in the mornings, because my usual plan is to make them in the morning before noon, but then sometime I can't, and then they become sort of like a daily journal rather than morning journal. So yeah, so I'm planning to make this one as I'm talking through. But I do have a few things that I wanted to share today. So some I'll share, and some also I plan to do it on a short videos, because the short videos are sometimes I tend to make where different good ideas pop up, and some of them I test them on me before I share it. Like for example, the one that I have been talking about lately, that I accept this moment just the way it is. I accept this moment just the way it is. Like right now, right at this minute, I'm here talking to you, even though I know it's in a camera, but to me, it almost feels like, I'm talking to somebody, because before making this YouTube video, that was, I don't know, 2017, 2018, I had two other YouTube channels that they're still there. One of them, I actually forgot my password, so I can't even log in. I don't know where it is or what it is, but I know what it is, but I didn't continue. But another one that is not relevant anymore. So the channel is there, but I made quite a few videos, but then it's not relevant anymore, so I didn't continue. But seems like that is still helping a lot of people, so I have it in there. The reason I share that is because I created those and did not continue, because at that point, in some way, shape, or form, it seemed like an extra thing to do. But I think with this one, I feel like I found my sweet spot. It is something that the journey that I'm going through. In a lot of my prior videos, you may have heard that I was talking about, like, you never know how your journey could become someone else's survival guide when they are going through something similar. In our life, we have, in the world, we have 8 billion people. 8 billion people have their 8 billion different kind of journey that they're going through. And so not each and everything is going to align. One person's journey is not fully going to align with someone else's. But we as human beings, the way our brain works is we tend to look for similar things. We tend to look for patterns, or of course, yeah, we tend to look for patterns. Also, we try to look for something as close as it can be. Um, so even though there are 8 billion journeys, there are similarities in the journey. And then people try to, even me, when I try to learn from all of these people online or other people around me who are kind enough to share good ideas and thoughts, we tend to look for similarities. Okay, they have been through this experience, they have done that worked for them. Now, my situation is not exactly same, but similar, then I can do that and I can implement it. And maybe I'll be successful because they were successful. So same thing, similar thing. So our mind is always looking for things to create a similarity between our experiences and other people's experience, and then we implement it. And the most important thing is, like, my daughter, I talk about her here and there. Alice, she's 8 years old. She'll be 9 very soon, actually, in a couple months. So for her, I don't know what age or where she will feel most connected with me. I don't know, because it's, for different different people, different kids, is different. I'm in my 40s, and my mom, I always loved her. I still love her. Unconditional love between her and I feel so grateful about that. I don't see her as often. In the last 10 years, I saw her only once in person. I went to India last year, and that's when I saw her. And wow, very soon I'll be saying 2 years, because it was 2023 March. So anyway, so my mom, she's probably the most open-minded person I ever known, and probably the most resilient person I have ever known up close. And I did not realize, and I learned so many things. My subconscious learned so many things from her, and I did not realize it until recently, until in the last few years. Isn't that something? It took me this many years to realize and understand. So last time when I went to India, I shared that with her, that, I learned so much from you. And in my work, right now I'm not working, but in my leadership job, when I lead people, there are so many things that I implement that I learned from her. And my mom never went to school. When they were growing up, they had some teacher used to come to her house, and she and her siblings, they learned from the teacher. My mom can't speak English. She knows how to read and write we call it mother tongue in India, and English, she knows the alphabets, but she cannot necessarily read or speak. But the point is the wisdom, right? The wisdom doesn't necessarily come from doesn't necessarily come from the books. Wisdom can come from anywhere. The toughest challenges, when we can overcome them, we keep gaining wisdom. When my dad died, my mom was 42 years old, and we were 6 and had 6 kids. I was the youngest, and I was 6 years old. If you're doing math in your head, so I must have been I was 6 years old, so my mom must have been 36, about 36 when I was born. Anyway, so we went through some tough time after my dad died. After that, For India, I wouldn't say it's tough time because majority of the Indian people live that, like the typical middle class that they would say, but from United States perspective, it's sort of like paycheck to paycheck type of living. But looking back, I of course feel grateful because we never had to worry about food, clothes. I would wear hand-me-down, but that was a normal thing in India. You would get 1 or 2 dresses as presents throughout the year. Like here, the way we have Christmas here, so in India we had a annual festival like that we would celebrate, and it was for 4 to 5 days every year. And there are other festivities too, but that was big in our area. And in India, different areas of the country celebrates different things. So in our area, we would celebrate that. Usually it's in October, and generally we would get 1 dress and would be excited about that, 1 new dress, and be excited about that. And sometimes once in a while we would get 2, and those were special. Now people who were rich, they would get 4 or 5 clothes. So you can wear 1 new one every day. So in my case, I think if I remember it right, what I used to do is 1 new one that I got I'd wear one day, and the other day that we would go out and to have fun and stuff like that, I would wear the one from the year prior because it was still new, because we always would have like saved those ones, nice looking dresses to go somewhere. When we would go somewhere, we would wear them. And at home I would usually wear hand-me-downs. I don't know how my train of thought went there, but anyway. But that's what the journaling videos are. I kind of go on a random discussions, but I guess that's part of like where my mind goes without any break, I suppose. But anyway, I was grateful then and grateful now too in life. I've been through many different places, lived in many different places, and now I'm in Virginia, United States. I've been here. It'll be almost 20 years in 6 months. It's a long time. I love being here. There are, of course, things that different countries have different things, and the culture changes and whatnot after you live here meaning after you live here in any state, any country, the culture is significantly different. Your own culture also sometimes significantly changes, and sometimes it's because your friends, your circle, the people around you are also probably different, because the cultural changes happens over time. If you think of it, if you have had the opportunity to go live in a different country for several years, you would see that you'd pick up some of that. Some would happen, not some, I think almost all of it would happen naturally. So I think that has happened to me too a lot, and how much has happened I didn't realize until I visited India last year after 10 years. And I think some of my old friends who have, old meaning not old, but like long-time friends, I mean, who they go to India more often than me, like once every 2 years, once every year, or something like that. And then in their cases, they see the changes a lot less, cultural changes and other things. And it makes sense because you are constantly seeing the change and you are kind of up to date with it. In my case, it was a big change. I think there's a term for it. They call it like a reverse culture shock or something like that. So I think I did have a little reverse culture shock last year when I went there. Anyway, Oh, actually, I might do that in a shorts because I know these videos are hard to watch probably for a lot of you, especially the whole thing. I wanted to know about my channel name. Some of you, as you come here often, and thank you again, you guys are awesome. I wanted to create an appropriate channel name that would be most resonating with the content. And of course, it's related to midlife crisis when people have midlife crisis, and just don't feel bad that this is it and you're alone. There are a lot of people going through this, even people who have a good job, good family things going on in their life, have friends, but still there are people who miss something, feel like they're missing something. So that's one of the big reasons I created this channel. So I want to make it like more appropriate, the name that would resonate with most people. And if you have seen my channel for a while, you have seen that my first one was, I think I said midlife mindfulness, because initially it was fully mindfulness based, and then some of the content I changed up a little bit because I thought I wanted to make it a little bit more broad, not only talk about mindfulness. So I had it as like midlife community. I love the aspect of the community. At the same time, I didn't want people to think that it is another thing like, I don't know, social media group. Though eventually, I don't know in the future where things go, where if people who are coming here would like to be in a community when there are many people, then maybe I think about having a community. I don't know yet. And the third one recently, actually a couple days ago, I think I changed it, maybe yesterday, I changed it to midlife happiness. So I wanted to know what you guys think about it. Which one would you choose? And if you haven't made it until this part of the video, I know it's 17 minutes and it's holiday season, people are probably busy doing something else, especially spending time with families, and that's what you want to do. Then you might see that in a shorts where I will ask that question, and please let me know. I'm here to remind you that you are extraordinary. You are extraordinary. You are extraordinary. Don't believe if somebody says you're not good enough, you can't do this, you can't do that. You believe in yourself. You are extraordinary. You can do anything that you want in life. And accept this moment right here, right now, whatever is happening. That's what universe has planned for you. For me, this is at this minute, at this second. That's what universe has planned for me. I accept it just the way it is. Okay, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of Sunday. And if you're working next week, it's a short week, so especially in the US. So enjoy your work. Hopefully it'll be a slow work week, and enjoy the time with your family and friends. I will make some more shorts because I have some ideas that I want to share today, and then tomorrow I'll make my usual video again. Tomorrow, actually, for lunch, I'm going to meet with a friend, and I'm super excited about it. That friend has been part of my journey. Several of my friends have helped me throughout this journey, and I'll share more about it tomorrow too. Is that so I met with that friend last December at a restaurant for lunch, and we are going to do tomorrow. We are going to meet for lunch again tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the progress I made, and I'm happy about that. Challenges and things are still there in life, but a lot of the things that has changed in life. I'm happy about that and how things worked out, how I was able to grow through these experiences, and all the people that I had the opportunity to come across in the past 1 year and learn and grow from them, and how things are going to unfold. I'm very excited about it, and I'm actually going to share this in a shorts too, because this random thing came to my head last night, and I was like, oh my god, that's like that's a cool thing even for me. So I'm gonna write that down. So the concept is that, imagine, I talk about this, that in the future, one way to look at it is not dread what's going to happen, not to be worried, rather to look at it with an excitement. There will be challenges and there will be excitement, so look at it with an excitement. But because this is the holiday season, and that's why probably this idea popped up in my head this way, when you wake up in the morning, think of it this way, that you are unwrapping a present under the Christmas tree. Kids, they get so excited, right? They get so excited, they unwrap the present, they don't know what's in there. They have that huge curiosity to know, to find out what that is. Like, my daughter, she rips up the the wrapping papers, and I can guarantee other kids do that too. Imagine being there with the daily life, right? Because a lot of time it happens that even in our daily life, we have some really good experiences that we don't anticipate, and it happens, and the next moment or the next day we forget, and we are not so thankful about those experiences. So when we live our life like that we are unwrapping the day with an excitement, with a curiosity to know what's there, what's going to happen, we look for the good things throughout the day, little things that we can be grateful for. It'll happen because we are looking for it. We're going to find it. What we look for is what we find. There are things in the world, there are good things and bad things. When we look for the bad, we find the bad. When we look for the good, we find the good. So yeah, I just thought, every day could be a day, wrapped under just like a present wrapped under the Christmas tree. Right? Okay, so with that, I'm going to finish, and thank you for watching my videos and coming here, and also sharing, because I know that from the analytics that every week, I think only 1 week out of all these weeks, it's been almost 7 months, you guys have shared my videos with somebody. I don't know who it is shared with, but I do see the sharing. So I appreciate it so very much. Thank you that you thought my videos are worthy enough to share with somebody. So I deeply appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, bye.